Welcome back to Stamping at the Warren, and I'm Kim Tolton, and today I have a beautiful card for you. This card is really, the stamp set I'm using, which is called an open heart, is more intended in its entirety to be for sympathy or thinking of you type of cards. But the first time I saw this stamp set and knew I had to purchase it, I could also see the scope for making this into mistletoe and using it as a Christmas card. So that's what I'm doing today, and this is the card here. I hope you like it. So some sponging, some die cutting and some stamping, all the things I love. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and I'm using a 6-inch card base today. So you want a piece of cardstock that measures 12 inches by 6 inches, or in metric that would be 30 centimetres by 15 centimetres, and then you score down the centre at 6 inches or 15 centimetres using your scoring tool or the scoring blade on your stamping trimmer. Fold so that the raised crease is on the inside of the card. Burnish that fold with your bone folder and pop that over to one side. Next, you want a piece of cardstock that measures 13 centimetres by 13 centimetres. Bit of an odd size, I know, but I played around with the design today and that just worked for me. But obviously you could make that smaller or larger, whichever you choose. To start off with, I'm going to be doing the greenery. So I want my leaf, and as per usual with me, I ink up my stamps when they're upside down. It's only really very small, like tiny sentiment stamps, that I find are better stamped the other way round. Using it this way, you find you have less of a tendency to press too hard, and then you end up with all that horrible extra ink. So, and it's gone down, look, that shows how cold it is in here. So if it falls off, use it to your advantage, and we'll just work it in, and there you go. And just press down on the stamp on the block for about 10 seconds, and I've done exactly what I said I shouldn't be doing. And I've gone and over ink the stamp. So all you do is you get a piece of kitchen towel or a baby wipe and just rub around here. If you're using a baby wipe, please bear in mind that the alcohol in baby wipes can damage the rubber of your stamp. So it's okay as a 1 or 2 times, but you must, before you put your stamp away, please put it away, having cleaned it with proper cleaner such as Stampin' Mist. Right, so we'll go for another one here, and then I think I'm going to go across that way. There you go. And you want a piece of sponge. This is one that I use just for my mossy meadow. Ink it up again, because I tend to use mine until there's virtually no ink left on it, and you get a smoother finish. And then you just want fairly small circles to begin with. Ink up all the edges. And then you can bring residual ink inwards, and also where this meets, just go over the green, so it gives you a little bit of light and shade. Put that away, and then you want to pop your bird in there, so I'm going to do mine this way round. Or do I? Yeah, I think I'm going to go that way around. And then put your little bird in. Again, the exact positioning is up to you. There you go. Close that ink pad. Okay. And that is going to be matte onto a slightly larger piece of Whisper White cardstock, measuring 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters. And what's giving this card dimensional today is Stampin' Dimensionals. So between each of the layers, we're just going to pop them up on Stampin' Dimensionals, just one in each corner. There you go. Stupid me. Look, that should go that way. Right, let's start going with that. I can hear my granddaughter out there and it's distracting me, and it shouldn't be really, should it? Being naughty of me. Right. Okay. I'm going to use a very gentle touch now, because I don't want to stick the other piece to the bottom. So this is a slightly wider mat than I would normally do, and that's because I'm using the white cardstock to pop up the whole thing, and then that then goes down on your card base. Make sure you've got your opening in the right place. And I'm just going to add on, to give the mistletoe feel, I'm going to pop on some little enamel dots, the I think Home for Christmas enamel dots, and pop them on where you see holly, like little berries on this stamp. I like to do things in odd numbers, so we're going for 3, so I can't see a third one, so I'm going to make one there. Right, and then the last thing to do is the sentiment, which is from Moments Pause. Yes, it's from the Embellished Ornaments stamp set, and it's the Thinking of You at Christmas. Lovely little stamp here, and it coordinates beautifully with the Lots of Labels stamp set. So onto a piece of scrap card, and using basic black, the new archival one, and you just want to pop that on there, and I'm going to die cut that, and that I'm just going to pop you on hold for a moment whilst I die cut, because I can't get it in shot, and then I'll be back. And there you have the die. This is the actual die, the steel die. It's one of the framelits dies from Stampin' Up, and you get several in the pack. that come in graduated sizes. This is the smallest one, and as you can see it fits that sentiment really beautifully, and I think that's one of the things I do love about Stampin' Up, is everything is coordinated, and that's what you want because it takes a lot of the hard work out. So I'm just going to add a little bit of sponging just around the very edges of this and allowing a little of it, and I'm not re-inking the sponge, I am only using what residual ink is on there. And you can allow for it to come down a little, but you want enough white in the centre of there for it to be really popping out at you once we pop it on. So a couple of dimensionals on the back. There we go. I can hear my grandson now. He's playing with our new Poppy Bentley. Hopefully you saw him on the video yesterday. He's a little miniature schnauzer, and he's absolutely adorable, and he's slotted straight in at our home. Having had to say goodbye to our elderly dog Hamish, which was absolutely devastating, but the house was so quiet that we couldn't bear the idea of not having a dog. We hadn't planned on having another dog until Christmas time, but our other dog was pining terribly. She took to her bed, or she actually took to her son's bed, who was the dog that we lost, Hamish. So she took to her bed and refused to come out and wasn't eating, so rather than lose her as well, we decided to look for another puppy. Went for something completely different because we've always had Westies, and as I say, he's slotted into the family so well. He's only 11 weeks old, and Megan, our older Westie, she's just taken him on board as one of her puppies and absolutely adores him. So there you go. I've just popped the sentiment up on some Stampin' Dimensionals, tied a piece of silver cording trim into a bow, left really nice long loops, and it's very on trend at the moment, and I just think it adds that little bit of sparkle and interest to the card. So that's today's card. Sorry it's a little bit disjointed. It's always the way when my grandchildren are here. I'm never quite sure what's happening, and they could run in at any point, so I always feel on tenterhooks. But I have to get my videoing in as and when I can, really, because as I've mentioned before, it gets a bit hectic. Anyway, all the information on my various social media sites are in the further information at the bottom of this bottom of the video, and I'd love you to be sharing your own makes on either my Pinterest community board, which just follow and I'll send you an invite, or you could ask to be my friend, which is Kim Tolton on Facebook, and I'll add you to my craft forum group on Facebook. I'll speak to you hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye bye for now.